Good morning, Quadcopter 101 here on a somewhat breezy morning. We got a breeze about 5 to 10 knots. It's steady, but what I got for you today, again, is another review of the JJ800 from JJRC. I did a review yesterday of this quadcopter, or a couple days ago actually, I'm sorry. And the propellers, two of the propellers popped off of me, the stock propellers. When I took it home to repair it, I found out that I had only 3 spare propellers, and they were all the same. In particular, they were all this, clockwise spinning propeller. So I could not repair it with the stock propellers. But fortunately, for micro quadcopters, you can usually interchange propellers between the different brands and different models, and actually some of these propellers might give you better performance. And with that in mind, what I got installed on here are 4 propellers from my Zinzun X50 quadcopter. Now these are flat tip propellers. The stock propellers that came with this were pointed tip. Generally those pointed tips don't provide very much lift. I prefer, normally on my micro quadcopters when I fly them, I normally change the propellers to flat tips. So hopefully this will provide more lift to the quadcopter. We'll see. Hopefully it'll help to be able to fight into the wind also, this wind that we got here today. So let's go for a flight on the JJRC JJ800. One other thing I want to show you is that this quadcopter has a G sensor. I'm going to put the quadcopter on the ground to show you this. You press this button and it enters the G sensor, and you can supposedly, we're going to find out, we're going to try to fly the quadcopter by like tilting it like a steering wheel, and also it has accelerometers if you want to increase speed, decrease speed. This is going to be interesting to see if that actually works. I have my doubts, but let's go into flight first of all to try out these new propellers and see how they work. Now again, I'm not flying with the prop guards on this, especially with this wind that we got here today. And binding to the quadcopter. And we got good bind. I'm going to high because of the wind. Actually, let's go to intermediate. Let's see if intermediate can fight this wind. Taking off and trying the new propellers. And yes, they seem to work nicely, as predicted. I'm going to need to go to high though to fight this wind. Okay, we're in high now, and it fights the wind nicely. So again, the stock propellers that come with this are just bad, and they pop off. Get your and replacement propellers, you can get them usually for about $1. I would recommend going for flat tips like you see here, like I'm flying here. Again, these were for the Zinzun X50, but other flat tips, I'll include links to the other flat tips that work with this quadcopter. But actually it's a much nicer flyer with these propellers, especially in this breeze that I got here, than when I was flying it a couple days ago with the stock propellers. Let's try a flip. Flips. Yep. My dog's barking at me because I'm ignoring her. She will not be ignored. No, she will not. Okay, this is working fine. This is working great, actually. Let's try the G sensor. I'm not going to pull the handle out. I'm just going to hit G sensor. Oh! Come back here. Kind of works. It kind of works. It banks right and banks left, back and forward. Here, I'm going to go bring it down lower so you can see that. Bank, right, left. This is cool. As you play with it a bit, you get the feel of it. I'm not going to pull the handles out. This is fine just as it is. Let's bring it down closer again so you can see that. See how I'm flying it? It works. Forward, back, right, left. That's about all you could do. You got to apply, I guess it's like in headless mode. Oh yeah, this does have a headless mode, doesn't it? And can you override it? No, you can't override it. Well, it's, look, I'm applying forward pitch. When it's in G mode, the right stick becomes inoperative, and it seems to be in headless mode. Let's see if that's true. Let's turn it to the left. No, it's not in headless mode. The yaw still works. I'm not going to try to do loops with this or circles with this, mainly because of this breeze today. I'm going to play with this some more out in the out at Satellite Lake on a windless day to try this out. But I think you can actually fly around with this thing. Oh no, it is in headless mode. Try if I can, let's see if I can fly it back to me. Yeah, I can. So I guess you can fly circles with it, circuits with it, using this G sensor. So the yaw still works, but what doesn't work in this is pitch and roll. It becomes strictly the G sensor flying. Hey, this is actually kind of fun. I'm going to do a lot more reviews on this thing. I think other people would kind of like this too. This is actually fun. Come back here, you. This is all being flown with the G sensor except for the throttle and yaw. Let's send it over that way. Takes a little bit of practice. Now, obviously, this is not going to work very well, well, it might work indoors. After you get the feel of it, it becomes, okay, there goes my batteries. So, what did we learn today? The stock propellers, they just suck. Go get yourself some flat tips. They work great on this quadcopter. The G sensor on this, it actually works. I heard some, bad reviews of the G sensor. I kind of like it. It kind of works. I'm going to take it out to Satellite Lake in a future video, and we'll do some more reviews on this because this is very interesting. I've never seen that G sensor controller. Okay, Quadcopter 101, I hope you enjoyed this review. Again, this is the JJRC JJ800. Hope you enjoyed this flight. Signing out.